Got a good little short one here. I had a little project in there, replacing the fill valve on the old dishwasher. I'm going to give you a quick rundown on it. This is our present day system of the two, I'm trying to get it focused correctly here, two basic components. A, our solenoid, and B, what I'm holding on, is the water section there. Now how these work, when you apply the power to this solenoid here, that's what tells the old water coming in here, going out here, filling the dishwasher. I want to try to give you a good view here of the present form of how the wires contact the old solenoid, giving it the power. There we go. Inside, this is so difficult when you're looking and trying to aim at the right spot here. Let's see, I'll fix these two little terminals here. It has a plug-in clip that just snaps in there. Well, guess what? We have this little clip. Get something a little better here. That's a little more of a pointer. There's a little clip here that you gotta hold back while you pull this out, because it locks the other half here. The point is, those are very, very tiny little terminals. The wire, the other half that plugs into here, the wires are so thin, they come in here, and they're not even soldered onto the little clip that goes in here. Back in yesterday year, you had a pattern that looked just like this fuse, where you had two spade terminals with your positive wire and your negative wire being black and white in most cases. That was too simple. No, we gotta make it as hard as possible. If one looks at it, you'll see here, and I can get a close-up here. When you see here, there was our original terminals there for the original same style as solenoid that has been for years. I got looking at this. I'm going to cut this off, and I can guarantee I can put our two spade terminals on here back to how it used to be. So I want to point that out, past and present. Also, I'd like to mention at the same time, that's how you get ripped off by what so-called technicians of today. In my time was called appliance servicemen. Okay, well, I got it carved out. As you see, I got the two terminals showing quite good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to solder a wire onto that and a wire onto that, and you will know that we always have contact to that solenoid. Okay, so this is what I done. As you can see, two wires replacing the terminal block. Got to thinking, I start playing around with some of the old terminals here. Nice tight fit when I put it on in reverse this way. So I cut the old eyelet off of there, and I made it so that they've got a nice tight fit, and you can unplug it and plug it back on, and that's a good tight fit. As you can see, we can plug them on, making it easier. So if there, that alone cut your time down to a 5-minute job that now, with the new setup that I showed earlier, is over an hour. So you can see, for a 10-cent terminal and a half hour of labor, which was the rate of the old days, to do that, change one of those. Oh, I remember now what I was going to say. That was a little quick, sort of a fill-in, quick little project. Didn't take that long to do. Basically just to fill in a little bit of a gap here, instead of filming the whole entire job, which took, well, in the old days that particular job would have been a service call of $30, and like I showed you, a 10-cent terminal. So parts 10 cents, labor $30. Now, with that new style I showed you, you have to buy the whole part, not just a 10-cent terminal anymore. 100 and some odd dollars. Parts. Labor, $185. Total cost, add it up. That's where you get ripped off today with this high so-called technology that I call BS. You can't keep anything simple anymore. Make it as hard as possible. Seems to me, with our stuff these days, the old KISS system, meaning keep it simple, stupid, has been thrown out the window. Oh no, we gotta make it as hard as possible. Yep, that's the goal. Spend more money. Spend more money is the theme. Well, greed plays in there. Greed of money shall destroy mankind. It's so clearly written in the scriptures. The root of all evil is money. That also is written in the scriptures. How can you deny it with the high costs and everything going one direction? That way, up. All the time. Very frustrating. And then you wonder why I am on the frustrated side. I came from the days, as I just showed you, that's the reason I thought I will do this short little fill-in video of a simple little water solenoid that lets water into the machine when it's called for. One more thing I'd like to mention. Back when I took my trade in the appliance servicing, all 4 walls of the vocational school had a sign with 2 words on it. Never assume. My question is, what do you call codes that are used today? Well, it could be this, or it could be that. Is that not assuming?